Well, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Fixing Up the Commonwealth, the Bootleggers Shack special. Hope you're well today. And we're going to go underground today, like the Wombles. We're going to go underground, you requested it, so I'm going to show you how I built the underground part of this build. Hope you're going to enjoy it, and let's get into the build menu. Wow, there we go, we're underground. Now I've lightened this footage up a lot. Today we're going to concentrate on building the little piece that's underneath the Bootlegger Shack in 76. Then if we get time we'll start building the other part. If not, we'll do a second video for underground here. I may well just concentrate on the little concrete bunker today because I can also show you some of the decoration that was involved with it. But start with, I'm just using standard concrete blocks for the foundation, and then we'll feel our way in from there. So thanks so much for the support on this particular build. I know you've been enjoying it. It's a good little challenge. I'd encourage you all to get behind this challenge. It is a good little build, and if you want to kind of take your building to another level, this one will certainly be a little bit more difficult than you might think. So here I'm just putting in the floors, figuring out how much room I've actually physically got, and you see that wouldn't snap in there before, but yeah, I got one in, and yeah, anyway, rather. What you can also do is you can use the floors that come with this mod. Now this is from Workshop Rearrange, this particular part, and you'll see the floors I'm talking about in a wee while. And because there are these foundations and then there are floors that you can snap in there. So usually when it happens here, they are there. Usually when you can't get any of these blocks in, that's what I'll do. I'll put these floors in like this. So as we've spoke about many times in the past, these little smaller blocks will go, a lot of the time will go into places where the other concrete foundations won't. So we're looking, ooh, a little bit of clipping there. We're looking okay. That should be enough roughly for what I need. That whole area, that whole platform that you see in front of you, it will go eventually. We're not going to use it. Now what I'm doing here is I'm trying to figure out which one matches the best to the walls on the Bootlegger Shack, or at least the underneath of the Bootlegger Shack. So I have my little that's pretty close actually. I have my little video off to the side and I'm just kind of looking at this saying this could be very close. Yeah, I think that is the one we end up going with. For some reason it doesn't want to snap. Oh, it wants to snap there. Thought that was going to snap off to the side and be a knob, but it wasn't. So these are very soft, so these kind of horizontal pieces are fairly soft. Now I know a few of you were interested in knowing how to get this kind of area, the rocks and stuff, to see that? Thought about it. Thinking about it all over the shop here. Did want me to show you how these rocks work. See how I've done that? I snapped one in and then dropped that one in. I can do a separate video if you like on rocks and the kind of floor coverings that we used above. Let me know down in the comments if you want me to do that, and I'll do a separate video. I'll find somewhere to build and we can do a video. I think in the past though, I have done a little bunker build, and if I can remember, so don't hold your breath when I say that, but if I remember, I'll leave a link down below that bunker build, because that may well show you, at least with the grass, how to use it. So I thought I'll give them a window. Really isn't any need for a window, to be honest, so I end up getting rid of it, but it's kind of nice to have in there. It's a good idea, sort of. Not. I don't know why you'd have a window underneath, but anyway, I don't know what I was thinking. It's quite what is the word I'm looking for? Like you see, I usually have all these big words, but today they escaped me for some reason. So this is actually bigger than you would expect it to be. It's quite deceiving is the word I was going for. Now, one of the things I'm doing here is I suddenly realise that the walls inside the bunker are different to the walls outside the bunker. Now, I could have used, because this is workshop rearranged, I do have some wall coverings that I could have probably put on these blocks here. But just use the concrete. All you need is the kind of front facade. There's a big word, guys. Facade. Write it down. The front facade could have been is brick and the rest is all concrete. So that's the way I've gone. So this has been a really enjoyable build. I really did love doing this. So thanks to Mikey and Volker again for giving us the challenge, because it is a really nice little build. And yeah, if you have 76, I would encourage you to look around for ideas for building Fallout 4, because there are plenty. There we go. Oh, didn't quite go into place, but that's good. So that's going to be the toilet area, I think, in there. Not quite what I'm doing here, but anyway. I know what I'm doing. I think what I'm doing here is that I'm trying to figure out the size of that room needs to be the toilet room in the bunker, in case I just needed a single one. So in case I needed a single door put in there. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out whether I need to have a single door there or a double door width wise. And of course it turns out that I need the standard kind of door, so this one here. So the biggest drama about building like this, and especially underground, is to make sure that you've got enough height to do this. Okay, so I'll need a wall, sort of need a wall in there. Yeah, and that's going to be too long, isn't it? I need to push it back one. No, that's too short. Yeah, like that. It's like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So we need the one that's just right, don't we? Yeah, we need to put the door in there. Yep. Find the door first. Other way. It's been a while since I've worked with concrete, but that's perfect. Perfect size. It creates that odd corner which I get rid of in the end, I think. This is not an overcomplicated building to build. Building to build, there you go, a building to build. You always have to have a building to build. There we go, we're getting rid of this stupid corner now. Yeah, there's just, it's kind of weird, kind of looking corner. And the problem is I've got those rocks. Now, if you're using Workshop Anywhere, what you'll find is you can't scrap things that are actually in the wasteland right now. So this is what I'm doing, I'm trying to solve this problem. So there's a rock right in front of that wall there that I can't shift, and that's why I'm recessing it like that. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I'm doing all kinds of weird stuff, but yeah, we'll leave this in because it's all part of the thinking. Now, the reason I've done that is I want to put that wall kind of forward a little bit. Ooh, what's that weird thing poking through the ceiling there? Didn't see a thing. Move right along, people. You see, you wouldn't even notice that if I hadn't pointed it out, would you? So that this roof, if you look in the original, it's definitely something like a wood roof or something. So actually, it might be the grinded mod when I look at the top of those. But anyway, we're going to put a wood roof in there so it stays true to the original build. Yeah, that wants to snap in there. We probably should let it, and then we can just fill in that gap. But yeah, I always pick the difficult way of doing things. Just drop it in and put a half one in. It's fine. Oh dear, this guy. You have no idea what he's doing, really, has he? What? drop it in. The struggle. Oh, there it was. There it was. Struggle is real, people. Struggle is real. Come on. Just teasing me today. And if you notice with Bethesda, one thing that I've been kind of watching recently with Bethesda is they don't actually worry about which way the roofs are running. They just drop them in. Whereas with us, we like to have them all running in the same direction sometimes. Now here's the problem here. You see that would drop it. There it is. Drop in before, but it was picking up some of the stuff up above. See, so this room's way too short. So I need to kind of do something about that. It is quite soft. So you can see there, these rocks are actually very clippable. So luckily for me, I don't have to use any kind of glitching tools or anything to get this done. So the half one was going to snap in there, the full one isn't. So we'll maybe have to take a half. I'm going to push that one back in there. Get rid of that wall. What are you doing? There we go. That works. We're far enough underground, that's not going to clip through anything and interfere with anything, so it's all good in the hood. I have no idea what I'm about to do. Oh, that's right. I've got to use, on the front of the building, I've got to use these stone walls. I've got to stone wall them. Concrete. I will realise that I've got the wrong walls on in a minute. Anyway, yeah, the floor layout though is where we need it to be. So it's getting pretty close now, and you can see it's a little bit of a struggle just to get it right, but it's worth taking your time just to get it in, get everything to sit as it needs to. We just patch up some holes here and we should be good now. I may well leave in the decoration in this and talk you through some of the mods I'm using to do the decoration for this particular building down here. I think it's probably helpful, and I know by the comments from the first video, the tour video, that you enjoyed seeing what mods I'd used, and then we show you the application of those mods in these ones so that you can get a feel for how to do this. Thank you for your comments as well about how easy I made this look. This is not an easy build, this one, especially upstairs. It's quite challenging to do. So it's snapping. There we go. That'll do. It's close. There we go. There we go. Funny how it does that. It wouldn't snap and then you get it into position and you can snap it straight in. Really weird. Now I've tried to lighten this footage up as much as possible so you can see what I'm doing. Hopefully it's worked. Okay, so we're doing alright so far. Put some stairs in from here if they fit. Oh, there they go. And this room's pretty much done. We might start some decoration in a bit. I'm going to take all that out. That all disappears, so don't worry too much about that. What I'm doing here is I'm just testing the height, what height I need to get under there. So there you go. That's the simple structure that we've done. We'll get into some decoration because I haven't showed you decoration for a while. So we're going to go with a solar power generator on the outside. I don't know why. It's not going to work in here, but it actually does for some reason. I'm not going to get any sun on it, but anyway. It's a lot. I use them a lot lately because it's a lot less hassle. It doesn't take up as much room. Okay, so now hopefully we can see what we're doing a little bit better now that we put a light. I don't want to put a light in there for. Oh, I think I just put these in so I can see what I'm doing actually. Put one in there. There we go. So now we can start the decoration process. Now, I think I've said this before, that lighting your buildings and settlements is just as important as the building process, so please be aware of that. I don't know why that won't snap in there properly, but anyway, it's just slightly out for some reason. Okay, decorations are. I've kind of, yeah, I kind of promised the guys some decoration. So creative clutter is good for this. I think it's probably what I use the most. Finding the right pieces is the kind of key here. Remembering where those pieces actually are as well is the kind of key here. So I'm going to put that there because there is one in the original build, although I think it's empty. The one in the original build looks like. We're going to go to, there's a very nice crafting table here for the chemistry bench. Where is it? Hello? It's in here somewhere. No, it's not the bar. No, we could put a bar in here. It would be good. Cooking. No. It's in where you were, guys. Come on. There it is. Put that in there like that. Creative Clutter is the lazy man's mod, and yeah, that's why I use it all the time. So the difficult here is just to incorporate that rock area. That's a kind of weird area to build in, but we'll get there. We'll leave the floors concrete because it kind of speaks to the original build. There we go. Drop that in there. Kind of looking at what I need to add next, and so on and so forth. So I might cut forward now to. No, we'll stick with this. Screw it. We'll stick with the decoration because we actually haven't done a decoration video in quite a while. So you can kind of see where my head is at, which is kind of scary thought, really. But I don't know about how you guys decorate. I tend to float back and forward between various mods and. So I go back and forward a lot. So it probably isn't a long process, but the way I do it, it takes a lot longer. So you want to find these shelves that kind of have a piece missing if you want to stay true to the original. So I'm just having a look at what I've got. There we go. That one can fit in there like that. If Dogmeat gets out of the way, thank you. Yep, that works. And this is just a case of layering stuff up, so I'm thinking about what I do next. We might tackle the this area in here, that toilet area, which I actually quite like what they Bethesda do here, as far as what they put in there. I'm in Dead Wasteland. Okay, so the coverings for in here are in grass and leaves, Dead Wasteland grass and leaves. So there's two sizes. So there's this size here, the big one, and then there's a smaller one if you need it. You see, I'm trying to pick that up and relocate it, and it's not letting me do it. It's just there's too much going on. So that one doesn't want to fit in there, and this kind of adds to the way that if you look at the original design, and I'd encourage you. I've spoke about this in the past, but I haven't spoke about it for a while. Layer from the bottom up when you're decorating. Otherwise, it's going to be much more difficult. You see, I'd seen I could pick that up a second ago. I walked back and it highlighted it. So that's what there it is. Look at this. Can't pick it up. I get a flash of it every so often. Usually this is not there. It's not a problem, but this one, I don't know why, it won't let me pick it up. I think I'll eventually get it, but yeah, you could probably spend half a day watching this, and yeah, anyway.
Later, many months later.
Oh, we'll just move on from that, because yeah, we'll just leave it there. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so let's get some bathroom decorations. Now this is just, I'm not sure exactly, I think this is from Workshop rearranged these decorations here. Sometimes hard to tell which, if they're not in a dedicated menu, which one they're from, because a lot of my mods kind of integrate into the menus. I would say this is Workshop rearranged because it is integrated into a menu. Integrated, Matt, integrated Eric. Big words for today is integrated, just in case you missed that one. And we're looking for a... what are we looking for? Oh, there's a safe in there. Yep, there's definitely a safe in there. So that's why it's always good to have a reference video. I know I'll keep banging on about it, but when it comes to decoration and being... if you want to get it fairly accurate, that's what I'd encourage you to do. Now, I'll put this particular fridge in. This is from Do It Yourself, and I'll actually find a better one later, which I don't think I'll show you here, but I do find one that's closer to the one that is in the original Bootleggers shack a little bit later. That's very shiny though, but we'll leave it there for now. It is in fact very, very windy here in Sydney today. It's been windy for about the last 3 days, and it's just causing havoc. We're getting snow in the mountains and all kinds of stuff, weird stuff's going on. So last gasp of winter is actually autumn now, so it's no, it's autumn, yeah, autumn, winter, no, it's spring, coming into spring now. See, the coldness has just done my brain in, hasn't it? There we go. So we want one of those chem boxes on there like that. And what else do we need? Excuse me. Thanks for all the support. I know we came back and done a stream lately. I'll give you an update on my health. I have some issues with my throat at the moment, some bronchial issues, and according to my lovely GP, my lovely doctor, it might take up to 3 months to resolve. So I'm having to rest my voice as much as possible, which is not really good for somebody that does YouTube, because we kind of rely a little bit on your voice. So what I've been doing is I've been trying certain things. So I streamed the other day. Now this will go out a couple of weeks later, so it might be a bit weird. I might have streamed again since then, but I streamed the other day just to check my voice, and I managed to last a little over maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours. And yeah, then my voice has been cactus for the last day or so. So I've just got to be careful how I'm doing. Oh, that's floating. I have to be careful how I'm doing things, and I've just got to take it slowly, which has never been what I enjoy doing. And I never enjoy taking things slowly. I like to do this, and it's just restricting what is possible. So it's just going to mean it's going to restrict what I can do on the channel for the next wee while, and it's becoming quite frustrating, because it's been going on for quite a few months now, as a lot of you would know. But that's where we're at the moment. That's life. There's people a lot worse off than myself, so I'm not going to complain. We just get on with it, and you know, if you guys are interested, I'll keep you up to date as things progress. So we're into USO now. I'm not sure exactly what I'm looking for here. Oh, I know what I was looking for. I don't actually find it. I was looking for a still. The Raiders tab had disappeared on me, and I knew it was in there. So there was a certain still that I was going to put in here, but I don't find it. So we'll move on from that. So yeah, guys, the if you have that issue with certain things disappearing out your menu, there are fixer mods that you can run. I don't think they are available for PS4, unfortunately, but I certainly know they're available for Xbox, and I think also for PC. So I just improvised with this table from Creative Clutter instead, and yeah, all good. And finally, I think this is about the last thing we put in, is this table here. There we go. So it's a bit crowded now, but yeah, not too bad. It all fits in. So there you go. That's kind of sort of how I decorate. I just go back and forward, and I'll be looking at the kind of source video and saying, okay, what do I need to put here, what do I need to put there, and then I just flick back and forward through the menus. It takes the longest time, but yeah, we get there. So GTM has these barrels in their, where is it, decoration miscellaneous mod. The only problem with these barrels is they actually fall to bits, so I think I end up replacing them in the end. Yeah, they they're weird. See, they're already, those boxes are already falling a bit, so I think I have to redo this. Actually, I have got these barrels somewhere else, but I can't remember where they are. So I think I end up finding where the ones that don't fall to bits are in the, yeah, I end up, yeah, putting them in there. So there you go. It kind of, that, and what I've done here is I've looked at that corner and I've thought, yeah, that corner needed filling in, and that's a very easy way of doing it. And you'll see a lot of that with the Bootlegger Shack. They actually do use boxes and stuff like that to fill lots of gaps in. There we go, blue door. What's happening behind the blue door? There we go. I can never remember which way they go round, but anyway, all good. Now I'm going to test the door. Yeah, that's the right way. All good. Yep. No problem. You can see these boxes are just, you can hear them. You can hear them just falling to bits. That's what that noise is. That door works the right way. That's it. All good. Guys, that's it for this week. We are going to come back next week and we will put the kind of burrows inspired area in next, and then we'll be done with this build. I know this one is pretty standard, but it kind of gives you an idea how everything works and how I decorate. If you would like me to do the separate video on how to put grounded, work with grounded in the rocks and the grasses and stuff and how that all works, let me know down in the comments below and I'll do a separate video on that one. Thanks for joining us on Fixing Up the Commonwealth, and we'll catch you next time on Gaming for XP. See ya.